pandemic is not the only thing blighting these troubled Olympics. Today, a fifth high-profile official embarrassed the Games and was sacked. Not just any official, the man directing tomorrow's big showpiece, the opening ceremony. Kentaro Kobayashi was dismissed after a joke came to light that he made in 1998 about the Holocaust. Japan's Prime Minister described the comments as outrageous and unacceptable. This latest misfortune is one on a long list, and it seems a growing number of Japanese people are choosing to disengage from an event they see as frustrating and embarrassing.
People don't care about the Tokyo Olympics anymore. They've turned off.
Keeping the Japanese people safe is the most important thing that Japanese government needs to do.
It is nothing but a shame and very disappointing.
The Games are so far from what was promised back in 2013. These seats should be full of cheering fans, wearing merchandise, drinking sponsored beer and falling in love with Japan. Instead, they'll stay empty. Tokyo 2020 is the most sponsored summer games of all time. And yet there'll be no drinking, no nightlife and no celebratory parties. It's no surprise that some brands no longer wish to be associated with the Games here. Toyota has decided to pull all of its Olympic adverts in Japan and won't be sending anyone to the opening ceremony. The knock-on effect for suppliers is devastating.
We had contracts to provide furniture to all the corporate entertainment spaces and the country houses. So to hear that it was being pulled 2 weeks before the opening ceremony was a huge disappointment for all of the teams, pretty devastating for everybody.
In 2018, the number of foreign visitors to Japan exceeded 30 million for the first time. It was an upward trend expected to continue. Now no one knows when hotels like this one will be full of foreigners again.
開業は2019年の7月です。たくさんの外国のお客様がお見えになるということも。
We opened in July 2019. We were expecting many guests from all over the world. Because of COVID, the reservations from foreign tourists dropped to zero last summer. Honestly, I was at a loss. I thought it would be impossible for us to keep our hotel business. There are so many scandals related to the Olympics now. I feel so tired of it.
Like the rest of the world, Japan is reeling from the impact of the pandemic. But people here are having to tend to their COVID wounds, while bad news about the Olympics keeps on coming. Chloe Potter, 5 News.